Is your once energetic dog starting to slow down, maybe acting a little bit differently, or might seem a little more withdrawn than normal? Well, as dogs age, their behavior can change in some surprising ways. Some of these are subtle, some of them are not so subtle. So we're going to discuss that a little bit today.
Excellent, excellent topic, Judy. Of course, if we get a call that there is a behavior change, the first thing you want to do is go see your veterinarian to rule out any pain or illness.
Right.
But we do have to keep in mind that when a dog does start to age, they start to lose their hearing a little bit and their eyes, might get cloudy. So
Right.
sometimes people say, my dog stopped listening and I'm really getting frustrated with it when the dog really can't hear.
Exactly. They don't just quit listening. Start to see that more and more frequently where the hearing becomes a problem with dogs. You might have to talk louder. You might have to repeat things, and that's quite all right. It's no different than repeating to maybe a spouse or a family member that's starting to lose their hearing a little bit. So we need to be very patient with them as they go through that process.
Right. And we also want to keep in mind that when a dog does start to lose their hearing or their eyesight, they can feel anxious. It's harder for them to locate you. Of course, if their nose is doing what it's supposed to do, hopefully they can find us that way too. But we have to remember that they do start to feel anxious and maybe a little worried and concerned. So if you leave the house and you come back and your dog chewed up your book, which he's never done before,
Right.
remember that he may have really been worried in a different way than he's ever felt before.
Well, they're going through so many physical changes as well. There's arthritic conditions issues as well. There's no reason not to go to the veterinarian. And if they're having problems with some physical pain, get them on a pain medication. You definitely would put yourself on a
Absolutely.
pain medication if you needed it. And it really does help the dogs quite a bit to have that. But dental issues are another big thing. Your veterinarian can do a visual exam, but they really need x-rays to determine if there is something going on in that mouth because you can't tell with the naked eye.
Right. So we never want to ignore subtle signs
Mhm.
that our dog is feeling different. And we always want to be there to reassure them and make sure they're all right. So,
And there's something else we should be looking at. We should be looking at the cognitive function of the dogs because our dogs start to see a cognitive decline as well. And one supplement that I can recommend is medium chain triglycerides or MCT oil. It
mm,
really does help with brain health
good for
and
us too.
for us too. In fact, my veterinarian says, did you take your MCT oil today as well? So we have our dogs on it. We have our cats on it. We have it for ourselves as well. And I will tell you, I start my puppies on MCT oil. And I can put a link to the product that I use in the description below. It really is helpful. Within 10 days, sometimes these senior dogs will become like puppies. We want to give them every opportunity that we can.
If you find your older dog kind of staring in the corner in a room, know that this is all part of it. You want to go over and touch him and reassure him and let him know that things are okay. Don't get frustrated.
Don't get frustrated. And there is medications for that. So please talk to your veterinarian about it. Your veterinarian will have some solutions to help you out. Please subscribe if you're finding information here that you enjoy. Share it with your friends and like this video.
Yes, like our video. And remember, if it doesn't feel right to you, it's not.